Kieran, you can get in here if you want.
Okay, we are starting the game here, and we had a little confusion to start this game. I'm Joey Trombley along with Joe Poissant. It is championship night here at the George Brendler Field in Chazy. It is November 6, 2009. PHS and Northeastern are vying for the title. I'm with Joe Poissant. Again, Joey Trombley. On the cameras, Calvin Castine. We thought Joe Southwick was up here calling the game. We were across the way, and all of a sudden Joe comes behind us and taps and says, "Hey guys, you can call the game." And we thought he was up here. He wasn't. So there's some little confusion here. And as we get up here, Calvin gives us the lineup. And Joe, there's a lot riding on this game tonight.
Oh yeah, they're playing for the Class B championship. These two teams are perennial adversaries over the years. Last year, the PHS Hornets won it. I think Northeastern, they lost to Beatmantown in a hard-fought game.
Northeastern, they beat them in overtime to get to the finals.
And so it's, these two teams have known to be one-goal games, and I believe during the course of the year, PHS won that matchup also, but they're without one of their star players, Laura Orodego. So that's going to be an influence here, I believe, in this game, because she was an offensive threat last year.
For PHS?
Oh, yeah, for PHS. She was great. And I think the Hornets this year, I think they're due. I think they got a good feeling. I've been talking to a couple of the parents of the kids, and the kids have a good feeling. And right now they're putting a little pressure on the Hornets, keeping it in the Hornet end. They just got to control the ball and put it in the back.
So now who do you think is favorite? Who do you think is due, PHS or Northeastern?
Well, PHS has been winning. I don't know. I think this might be a Northeastern Cougar year.
So you think this is the year of the Cougar?
Let's find out. Time will tell.
Now there's a shot wide of the net. Now
the Cougars have been playing very well. It was a kind of an upset. They beat Beatmantown. It took 4 overtimes.
Right.
A few nights ago against Beatmantown, and I guess it was a great game. Calvin, were you up at that game?
No, I was at Plattsburgh High School for the Seton Catholic Northern Adirondack Class C championship game.
That was
I didn't go to the frozen tundra in Pickett's Corners.
That's Saranac, but that was a great game. I talked to a couple of the parents. They said it was fabulous.
And, of course, Beatmantown was the #1 seed. So for the Cougars to take them out, that was huge.
Yeah.
Now we're going to try to do our best to get the girls right here. We don't know the players from Northeastern or PHS, but we'll try to do a good job. We have the rosters in front of us, and providing we can pick up the numbers, we can definitely call their names. So we'll do the best job that we can at this championship game. And another milestone tonight, the Mickey Fries, they need to sell 185 pounds to hit the 1-ton mark, and they're offering all kinds of deals.
It's in the bag.
There's $2 for a thing of fries, so you get 2 for 4. So they got the deals working.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
3 for 6.
And actually, that's what Joe said. Yeah, 3 for 6. They got all kinds of deals going for Mickey Fries. Of course, when the viewers get this, it's to be too late to buy them. They'll be without. But
yeah, my wife said, I want to go up there and get some of those. I said, well, the only time you're going to have is a chilly Friday night, so she decided not to. They can't bring them back to you. They kind of lose the effect.
Yeah, they really lose the effect when they get cold. Another corner kick here for the Cougars. And on the far sideline, can you pick up that number, Joe?
No, she has her back to us, Joe.
Number 9. Okay, Calvin knows the players. Taylor Kelsey.
Yeah, she's a senior.
She's
a senior this year. She's takes all the corner kicks, and the vast majority of the direct kicks for the Cougars. They moved
nice
her.
Feed
beautiful feed.
They score! Whoa, what a play by the Cougars.
Right off the bat.
And the Hornets are shocked on that one. We'll get the goal, and Coach Mulligan is furious down below us.
They shouldn't have let that ball in.
That was 36:07 mark. The Cougars strike first.
Right off the bat. That's.
We got Labarge coming over. Let's see who we got the goal here.
But that was.
Okay, let's see, Joe. Okay, we got the official. Ali Ebersol scores for the Cougars on a nice corner kick from Kelsey, and the Cougars go up 1-up. It was at 36:05 of the first half here, and a shocked PHS team and a very upset coach Tim Mulligan. That would be son of Kevin Mulligan. Was not pleased at all with that.
Now, which time did you get, Joey?
I had 36:05.
That'll work.
3:55.
3:55 in the first period. Les Swandons chez toi. I have no idea what that was.
We have mixed audience here. Be careful.
It's my version of French, I guess, which I had no idea what I just said.
I remember last year in this game, it was down here at the George Brendler Field. Northeastern scored first. Yeah, on a beautiful goal by Bayshard, if I remember right. It was a long-distance goal. Northeastern scored first, and they could not hang on to the lead.
They lost that one like 2-1.
They lost 2-1.
Okay.
And Northeastern, they got to hang on to a lead here this evening. Their keeper Noya has been playing very well as of late, also.
There's a nice cross into the box. And, cleared out here.
Trying to be cleared out.
Yeah, trying to be. And giving chase as number 9, it is Hillary Miller for the Hornets, pushing it up, and here come the Cougars.
The goal-scoring threat for the Cougars is Honan. She's had a great season.
Molly Rush.
Molly Rush, too. They both had great seasons, get big goals. Their defense was anchored basically by Katrina Garand. I see her name in the paper on a consistent basis, playing some great defense. But they moved. I was talking earlier before Kelsey's got that assist. They moved her from the fullback position up to the halfback position, up to the outside midfielder.
So a good move by Coach Josie Gilroy.
Well, yeah, but she was taking those corner kicks anyway, even last year at the fullback. But PHS counters with Sarah Carter, who's has been a phenomenal goal scorer for PHS. PHS is applying a pile of pressure.
Now for here's Sarah Carter, and she is definitely their big gun for PHS. She'll be taking the restart kick here outside the box. Northeastern setting up a wall here, and this could be dangerous here for the Cougars and good for the Hornets. And there's a shot that should go over the net. It does. But Sarah Carter is their big gun, and she was hurt, I guess, earlier this year a little bit, but she's back. And Calvin, I know the last game we did for Shazy, you had mentioned that Coach Josie Gilroy had a milestone for coaching.
She's looking for win number 352 now.
She's won 351.
Yeah, she won 350 in the quarterfinals, 351 in the semis. And
how long has her career spanned at Northeastern?
Well, I think you were in third grade when she started coaching, Joey.
Well, I was a senior actually back in 1978, that 78, 79 season.
And they were playing field hockey back then.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
So I'm not sure if she is the only varsity girls coach that the Cougars have had. I think she's the only one that I have seen in my 26 years of taping them. I think. I can't really remember. I'm pretty sure she was the coach back when I started taping back in the fall of 1983.
Well, congratulations to Coach Josie Gilroy. And we'd love for her to see number 352 here at the George Brendler Field. And I guess we shouldn't be showing favoritisms, Joe, but I guess we are. It's my alma mater.
Hey.
And
we won't tell Kevin.
We won't tell Kevin, yeah.
Hey, I'm with you, Joey. I know more of the kids' parents from Northeastern, and that's just you got more of a tie there, and they're one town over where Plattsburgh is a couple, so
they're closer here. Yeah. And you got to watch out for Northeastern. You said it earlier. She had some nice speed up the middle. Was Mallory Honan, number 3?
Oh yeah, very fast, very skilled. She's only a freshman, I believe.
Well, she's number 3. She is only a freshman.
It's another player that you're going to be mentioning a lot is Amara Five-Eye.
Yeah.
She's number 24 for Northeastern Clinton. Very tough, solid player in the middle. She's had some great games this year too, but the defense is basically anchored by Katrina Garand.
And don't forget on the offensive end, don't forget Mary Elizabeth Frankie.
Oh yeah, that's true too. She's played extremely well.
She knows how to find the back of the net.
She's played extremely well. Northeastern is hungry.
They do have nice speed.
Yeah.
Definitely a nice set of skills.
That's a good clear right there. If you have a lot going on, you're too busy down there in the box, just get rid of it. And Northeastern was winging away at a couple of shots. It was stopped by the defenders of PHS deep and down inside that box.
They throw and headed out, but there's the Cougars. And actually good hustle by the Hornets. And taking it up is number 17 for the Hornets. It would be Megan Gadzuk-Shea. Now I probably messed that up, and for her I do apologize. And Honan tried to push it up over to Mary Elizabeth Frankie. Frankie has the ball, pushing it back. Nice pushback.
Sure.
Up over to Ashley Guyette. And then cleared to the far side by number 4, Alyssa Rabidou.
Molly Roush over the far side, 14 with the ball. Tried to center it over to number 4, Rabidou. Rabidou sends it in. We got another chance. Ooh,
Oh, wow.
comes
Frankie
off.
goes in hard, and the goalie for the Hornets, Emily Schultz, did a nice job, and the Cougars almost scored. PHS definitely dodged one there, Joe.
Yeah, they did. That was close. Frankie did a good job following that shot up and trying to get in there. Keeper came off her line, did a good job getting the ball, not allowing a rebound. Been a good game back and forth so far. Cougars getting definitely the better of the chances. They've had 2 quality chances where PHS really hasn't had a whole lot right now. They've had a couple of long shots that were easily scooped up by Loya.
And we have right at midfield, far side, the Hornet defense will take the kick into the offensive end. And a nice kick going to the block. And disrupted by number...
That's Guerin, 5.
Number 5 is Katrina Guerin. And here comes Frankie. And it goes off of the foot of Ashley Menard. And a quick throw-in by Frankie.
Yeah, he's going to call her back.
And
trying to take an extra 10 yards.
Denny says, come back a few more yards.
And we
Should mention the referees.
Dennis Labarge.
Gary Kaiser's on the far side, and Jim Schutz is the alternate down below us.
Okay. So they only have 2 on this game, but an alternate. Where the boys have 3 on the field.
Right.
Okay.
one in the middle and 2 on the sides for the boys,
Right.
and just 2 on the fields for the girls.
And the ball's headed out by Megan Gilbert, so another throw in here for the Cougars. Now, what number would Southwick be? Paige Southwick is number 15.
Yes.
And that is the reason Joe Southwick, the voice of the Cougars, is not at this game. He said his nerves can't handle it when his daughter's playing in the game. So he gave the mic. Oh, this is dangerous. A good defensive play.
I'll tell you what, the Cougars just dodged the ball.
They dodged one there. But it was a nice hustle by the defense. And I want to pick up who that is back there. It looks like number 9 for the Cougars, and that would have been Taylor Kelsey.
Did a good job getting back.
Did a real nice job.
She saved him.
And coming off the line for the Cougars is Loya, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Aisha Loya. She's a senior this year also. She's got a lot of experience back there.
Garen's limping back there on defense, if you've noticed.
Yeah, she got a pretty solid limp working right now. And
She doesn't want to come out.
I'm not sure if Coach Gilroy has picked up on that.
Yeah,
But that's not going to help you if they got somebody fast trying to get by her.
but even if you do, you can walk a lot of those off, though. I mean, that's what she's trying to do.
Hopefully she does.
Oh, we got
We have a Cougar down.
her down hard. No call. Good
There's
shot.
a shot. And nice play by Loya. Just let the ball come to her.
Good hands. Cougar on the far side went down really hard. There was no call, and the official was right on top of it. So
And the ball trying to get over to Ashley Menard, gets by her, so it should be a throw-in for the Cougars here on the near sideline. And taking the throw-in for the Cougars is number 2, Ashley Guyette. And it goes off the head of Menard onto the foot of Frankie. Frankie goes, and there goes Honan.
you see the speed of Honan. She had a sister last year that played defense who was a phenomenal defensive player, too.
What was her name?
Colleen?
Colleen Honan? Was it?
Yeah, I
It was
remember her.
Colleen Honan.
She was an extremely fast player also, great defender.
Well, the speed runs in the family.
You see
That is for sure.
Throw in right there by Goyette. Trying to clear it is the Hornets. Kicked in by 13. That would be Lutz for the Cougars. Taken out by the Hornets. She's got some space here. She's running with it. Nice ball right up here. 5-eye giving chase with number 3 for the Hornets.
Which would be Curl.
Nice ball right there. By
And
Curl,
I would say Curl is probably the daughter of Coach Tom Curl.
very possible. Lloyd did a good job coming off her line that time just to get that ball. Because that looked like that could be dangerous for the Hornets going down against 5-eye.
Honan heading it over to the far sideline, headed back over to Honan. And on the far side for the Cougars is Molly Rush. Roush, Molly Roush, Chuck Roush.
Looks like we're going to have some substitutions going in for the Cougars.
Yeah, I'm going to get their names out now. We got 11, 12, and 15. Who are they, Joe?
It would be Jess Ashline, number 11. 12 would be Bianca Grimshaw. Number 15, Paige Southwick.
That is the reason right there, number 15, why Joe Southwick is not coming up here for this game.
Poor Joe's getting abused up here. We abuse everybody, equal opportunity.
Well, you know, I got to talk to Calvin about this. You got Joe Southwick, Joe Tremblay, and Joe Poisson. So I think there's a standard to get up in this booth. You have to be named Joe.
Yep, and if you're going to want to be my plumber, you're going to be named Joe, too.
Joe the plumber. Okay, Joe the plumber. He was big in the election of 2008, Joe the plumber. Yeah, okay, sick humor. Joe, we got a soccer game here.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to bring it back, boys.
Okay.
It's been back and forth here for this game. No team has really dominated that much.
Look at this throw-in. Wow. I don't know, you weren't looking at that, Joe.
Yeah, it's the second time she's done that.
That was a nice throw-in.
You were in one of your bloviation sessions.
Well, let me just put it this way here. If I tried that, I'd be in traction, okay?
Especially with those new gloves you have on, Joe.
Well, you told me to get these...
They're called buckskins.
Buckskin gloves here.
Yeah,
I went with the gloves, not the mittens. But, oh, they feel great. Less filling, too. I went to, Loya got it. Went to Gander Mountain, picked them up. Oh, the Gander Mountain buckskins. Joe talked me into it the last game.
Well, you went the fashionable route, though, with the gloves.
Buckskin's buckskin. Mine's just a little newer than yours, that's all. Here comes number 17, Godza Shea.
Good defensive play right there by number 7, Lamberton, for the Cougars. Another good defensive play by Lamberton. Yeah, Cougars got to clear this out. Yeah, I just put a
5-eye, just sent it nice, clear up to the middle.
It's just a good job, just to might not get anything out of it.
Giving chase is number 14, Roush. And there's a speed of Roush.
Big goal scorer right here. Nice shot by Roush. Ooh, this is the second time here in the last probably 7 minutes where the keeper for the Hornets,
Emily Schultz,
she's had to come off her line and make a couple of nice saves, so the Cougars are getting some good pressure on them.
She went parallel like Brooke Robinson for the viewers from way back when.
It was a great pass by Roush, though, to try to get that ball over.
She did. She tried to get over to Honan.
She's got another chance here, just cleared out by the Hornet defense.
So you're looking at Lutz, Roush, and Honan.
We have another substitution going in, number 17. That would be Erica Sorrell.
Erica Sorrell.
So Coach Gilroy doing some wholesale changes here. We have 23 minutes left in the first half. Looks like the clock is stopped.
The shots favor the Cougars.
The clock is stopped. Is there a reason why the clock is stopped? Equipment malfunction. Oh, okay.
Needed a shin guard. Could point out the temperature while we have a moment here.
Yeah, we're in the high 30s, yeah.
Mid 30s, yeah.
It's kind of what we should be getting for November, I guess. We're fortunate we do have the booth up here to protect us from any kind of wind, there is a wind out there a little bit, looking at the flag. But coming from the north, it really doesn't protect us that much. We're facing dead on into it.
I'll tell you what, this game has turned out so far with 22:50 left. It's everything pretty much everybody wanted to see. Some good
in the half.
In the half. You know, some good chances by both teams. PHS had one chance, and a good defensive play by Kelsey to come over and save to thwart that. And then the keeper, for the Hools, she had for the Hornets. She had to come off the line a couple times.
It's been back-to-back action here, and here come the Hornets again.
Coming right back at it.
And that's number 17, Gadasha. Gadza Shea.
Good job. That was
very nice job.
Good job by Guerin doing that again. Great defender, Guerin.
That's why they have her back there.
Lamberton, too. I see 5-eye is off now. Did you see who else came off?
No, but they moved. Okay, who's on number 7 for the Cougars?
7 is Lamberton.
So she's back on the defensive end. Giving chase.
She's been playing back there, though, Lamberton has.
It's Jess Ashline who checked into the game.
Going in for 5-eye?
She might have went in for 5-eye. Or actually, is 5-eye out there?
I don't see her.
No. Okay, who's that in the back coming over? Number 33?
Make sure you know where she is, Alyssa.
That is 5-eye. Okay. Yeah, they moved her. And she's still back there.
It's 24, okay. I know last year, Calvin, I butchered that name many times. 5-eye?
5-eye, yeah.
I think I got it figured out now.
You got it.
I'm a slow learner, but when I get it, I get it.
You got it.
And a goal kick here for the Cougars.
That last drive down the field, we saw, in addition to Guerin, we saw number 7 out there, that Lamberton.
Ashley Lamberton.
She was keeping the Plattsburgh player offside. She was deliberately staying between her and the ball, so she was keeping her offsides.
Very smart defensive play. And again, it's only at Hometown Cable. You'll get this in-depth view here. Joe and I were too stupid to pick up on it, but Calvin got it.
That's your story.
Oh, there's no other media here tonight. I mean, the press might be here, but they aren't willing to say it in the paper.
Oh, there's a foul right there against Rabbit.
Kind of hurt.
Yeah, Rabbit was down for the Cougars.
Yeah, when you hit leg to leg like that.
And it's a cold night for that to be happening. I see all the Cougars do have, all the players have leggings. Smart. Very smart. The Under Armour.
JV coach Tim Supernall telling Alyssa Rabideau to shake it off. Yeah, she just rolled about 6 times out there.
She wants a sub, and Coach Gilroy is looking at the bench. Rabideau got hurt out there.
Yeah, another foul.
Yeah, that'd be a foul on number 7, Carter.
That was a little follow through. She really didn't have to do that. We got a kick here taken by Guerin. Nice kick down the line, trying to find number 13, Lutz. PHS kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be another throw-in for the Cougars.
So it's good and action.
Yeah, you got 24 going in for the Hornets. Joey, who's that? 17 coming off. Who do we have?
For the Hornets? Yes. 24 would be Sierra Duquette, and coming off is Megan Gadza-Shea.
Beautiful. Nice throw-in by Ashline.
And on to the foot of number 3, Curl.
5-eye trying to get to the ball, kicked around a little bit. Number 11, that would be Ashline again. Can't come up with it. Cougars control. Number 12 kicks it out for Grimshaw, getting her first action this evening. Hornets control. They go to the far side.
That was a Jubert kick.
Cougars trying to clear it out. Number 8
nice
for the
move.
Nice play.
Madison Tremblay, spelled the right way, L-E-Y.
But Roush does a good job coming back to help, though. Look at Roush. She is tenacious.
Joe didn't pick up on that. He's all into this.
I know. I heard you. I'm like the kids when the mother calls them in for dinner when they're having fun playing outside. Don't hear.
We thought he'd pay attention to the game instead.
Get these.
There's a first. Okay, we got Villanov, number 4. We have number 11, Pavone. And then number 16, Brittany Lero coming into the game here for the Hornets. What do we got, Joe, for time?
We have 18:20 left in the first half. And good game.
And Cougars need to keep up their pressure. They're playing very hard. And I don't think they want history to repeat itself like last year.
No, they don't.
Okay, now we have Honan and Frankie ready to check back in again. A nice move by 5-eye.
Looks like Coach Gilroy's slipped 5-eye over into the middle of that defense for use that size. You know, she's a big girl and she's strong. You know, I think she played there last year if I remember right. And she is powerful. Remember her last year? She controlled a lot of that midfield when they were playing these two teams.
And defense coming off the line is Loya, and good job. So defensively, the Cougars are strong. Offensively, they're fast and obviously very good. And I think you're going to see the speed of the Cougars get one more before this game is done today.
Is that your call, Joey?
It is my call.
Okay. And what would make you believe that?
Just because of the skill and speed of these players. You got Mary Frankie, you got Roush, you got Honan, and you get them into the game. That's a dangerous front line.
It's true. What I noticed neither of these teams doing is really trying to possess the ball much. You know, you've seen just Northeastern, they play a north-south game. They don't really play possession. Here's you just had a chance right there, number 14, Roush. You almost had your forecast come through, Joey, right off the bat. That would play the lottery on that one.
Well, you know what's nice about the forecast? Man, if you get it wrong, you get it wrong, you know. It works for
I'd like to see
it works for weathermen. Why not work for announcers, right?
I'd like to see the Cougars pull another one off here to the half.
There's a shot wide.
I'll tell you what, But you know what I don't see them really doing is trying to possess the ball. You know, they don't.
Well, I noticed the Cougars are trying to push the ball, or trying to.
But they haven't succeeded. You don't see them really putting together 3 or 4 crisp passes in a row a whole lot, you know. It'll happen once. It's happened maybe once so far this half, maybe twice. But you don't really see a whole lot of ball control.
And part of that, in fairness to both teams, is they're putting a lot of pressure on the ball, and they could be forcing the ball.
They are, they're at times, but you still have, if you have time to, back pass, then back pass. No sense in making a 50-50 ball.
Oh no, we discussed that before. I mean, a good offense is going back too sometimes to reset your the motion.
Keep the ball.
But the whistle favors PHS there, and it's on the far sideline is for the Hornets, number 13, Abelard. Chris Abelard.
Nice kick.
And here comes Frankie, pushed off the ball. And she sends it up. And giving chase, now number 11 for the Cougars.
11 would be Jess Ashline again.
Some nice speed. Goes to the number 11, Pavone.
See, Hornets are able to do that. Their possession game's a little better than the Cougars.
Some nice ball movement right now by the Hornets.
Just nice possession.
And a number 9, Miller, goes to the far side.
Good hustle right there.
What's that number all the way over? Number 6? Would that be Wilkins for PHS?
You got it in front of you.
I mean, is that her number, though? You got your glasses.
Doesn't mean they're any good.
I can't pick that number up. I know it's not number 13.
That was number 3, or Honan going over there giving chase on that ball. That was good hustle. Cougars are all over the field. I got to give them credit for that. They are all over the field.
They're putting a lot of pressure on the Hornets. And it'll be a throw in here for the Cougars. And I will say this, the Cougars have that nice white lettering on maroon. Makes it much easier up here to call.
It really is. And I like the fact that the PHS has the black on the white shirts.
Yeah.
Much easier.
We can only hope tomorrow when we do the Lake Placid Shazy game that Lake Placid has their blue with white lettering. Here come the Hornets.
Oh, nice job over there by Five Eye. Still centered in. Cleared out. Looks like by number 5, that would be Christina Guerin in the middle. Does a good job clearing that ball because that was a good offensive threat by PHS.
Well, we have 13:41 here left in the first half. We are at the George Brendler Field in Champlain. It is championship soccer night. What did I say, Champlain? The Cougars in Shazy, obviously. Sorry, Coach Brendler. It is in Shazy, the George Brendler Field. I'm Joey Trombley along with Joe Poisson and Calvin Castine. We're calling tonight's action. The Cougars lead PHS 1-0 on a goal by...
That was
Ebersol from Kelsey. Oh, what a shot and what a save by Loya.
Whoa.
That I don't think she was expecting that.
You know what now that's a corner kick. You cannot let the ball land on a corner kick. The Cougars almost paid for letting that ball land like the Hornets did. They got the goal. They let the ball land. You cannot let any balls like that land. Here's Honan right here trying to get in the outside.
In the box.
Oh, Honan, good job by Honan just to push her off. She's not big, but she's tough. Oh, kind of harmlessly rolls over to the keeper, but you saw some toughness out of Honan, especially for the size of her. She's not a big young lady, but man, she played big that time.
She played hard.
Yeah,
played strong.
I like that.
In 7-on-7, that was Sarah Carter pushing it up onto the foot of number 11, Pavone. Pavone being challenged by number 11 for the Cougars, Ashline.
Oh, good job right there by Guerin. Oh, harmlessly goes out of bounds off Guerin's foot. It would be a Hornet throw-in.
And it's number 16, Brittany Laro, coming in for the throw-in. She takes her gloves off.
Now watch this. No, she's not doing the old flip and dip here.
Was she the one that did it before?
I think she's on the other side. The girl on the other side for Hornets. I couldn't get her name, couldn't get her number. Now, they can't let these balls land, though. I mean, that's basic fundamental soccer. You let a ball land in the box like that off a corner kick, and you are going to pay.
Somebody's going to get a foot on it.
And that's what happened. Luckily, Loya was right there. And Loya did a great job stopping that, not letting
there's another nice feed.
Good job by Loya.
Loya comes off the line again. So Loya stepping up big time for the Cougars here at this championship game. And nice punt to midfield. And Frankie goes right in hard, and that will be a charge on Frankie.
Yeah.
And she didn't back down. She rammed into number 22, Rotz, Justine Rotz.
She wanted the ball. I got to give her that. It's a good hustle. Tough.
And it's been a physical game out there so far.
You know, it should be. I mean,
It's not croquet. This is championship soccer, man.
You're going to play, and these ladies are going right at it. Honan played last year, too. She was up front for the Cougars, so she has some playoff experience.
There she goes.
No, they are going to call.
And the Cougars get the call.
And that's rightfully so. That was a good call by the official on that side.
So always a dangerous restart outside the 18
right here.
Bill.
And, you know, like I was saying, you can't let a ball land here, and we'll see how the Cougars are going to play this out.
4, 9, and 21.
Yeah, for Rabideau, number 9, Kelsey, and the 21 would be Ebersol, the goal scorer.
And number 9 for the Hornets, Miller.
This right here is a dangerous restart.
Oh, nice shot.
Nice shot. That's it. Oh, gee. Oh, my. That looked like it was it. Good hustle right there by number 12, Bianca Grimshaw, giving chase. Goes out of bounds.
You know who took the kick on that?
I did not see who took that kick, but that was a great.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Great shot. I thought that was in, man. Really shot. I thought that was in. Doing some changes here, both teams. Good job right there by that Cougar outfit. Good job.
That would have really.
Ooh, you know, we would have had approximately a little more than 10 minutes to go had they scored. Right now we have 9:52 left in the first half. Cougars are leading 1-0. 5-eye for the Cougars.
5-eye did a nice job with their head there.
Yeah, good hustle by 5-eye. Yeah, I think that's why Coach Gilroy put her in the middle, just to control. You know, she's strong, good player, good feet. She has it going on. She's a veteran, veteran player. I believe she's a senior.
I'll tell you right down there, she is a senior. And here come the Hornets, number 3, Curl. Far sideline. Some nice speed. 5-eye staying with her, knocks it away. And nice disruption by 5-eye on Curl, far side. And I think here's going to be your fancy throw-in, Joe.
I'll tell you what,
by
number 13.
Abelard.
So far, this has been a great game.
Oh, it's been very
another classic battle between Hornets and Cougars. Playoff action. Cougars are up 1-0 at this point. It could be a tie game easily.
Beautiful throw-in. That's just like a corner kick.
It's dangerous. Good job by number 2, Goyette, for the Cougars to kick that out of bounds, just to clear it out of the box. You know, they can't let those balls land, though. You know,
but I noticed that there's not much communication between Loya and her defense.
They've got to get a little bit more vocal.
Little shaky back there. They got to take control.
Yeah, she does. You know, she's in charge. She's the keeper.
Goalie, yes.
She's the keeper, and
because she was going down to pick it up, and then it was cleared out. And if she would have called it, then the defense would have backed off.
Nice ball right there, number 17, Sorrell, trying to find Frankie, kicked back by the defense. And number 5, Guerin is going to be a handball. It's going to be a restart out here, probably about 46 and a half yards out. We'll call it like
46 and a half yards?
Exactly.
I'm going to call wide right. Going back to the giant Buffalo Bill Super Bowl.
Number 14, Molly Roos, ready to check in for the Cougars. It was wide right.
It's Roush.
Roush, sorry about that.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to the young lady down there.
Sorry about that, young lady.
When have you ever listened to me? Calvin's laughing off to my right here. He goes, did Joe just give an apology? Calvin, he's all caught up in this championship soccer game.
I apologize for all you fans for having to listen to Joey Trombley up here, too. Can't do much about that either.
Calvin goes, yeah, I can understand that, too.
Oh, nice corner kick.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, what a play by Loya.
Wow.
Oh, that was nice.
Second bullet. They dodge on these corner kicks. The Cougars got to do a better job to clean these up.
Yeah, if they don't, it's going to be a matter of time for the Hornets to find the back of the net.
You cannot let these balls land inside that box. It's just too hard to keep defending. Too much to ask of the keeper. Yeah. She's made, one shot was right to her. She didn't allow a rebound, and that was a really beautiful stop. She went down on the ground. Roush going in for number 17. That would be Sorrell coming off the field for the Cougars. Number 2, Goyette with a throw-in. Trying to find 14, Roush. Roush giving chase. Kicked out of bounds by the defense of the Hornets. It's going to be a throw-in. We have Goyette taking the throw-in again.
And we have Marley Curl. No, actually, it's Ashley Menard getting ready to check into the game.
So the PHS has been applying quite a bit of pressure on the Cougar defense, and the keeper for the Cougars is
Loya has come up big.
She's come up big a couple of times, and their defense has been playing well. But how much longer can they do? You know, how much longer can their defense keep keep playing like that? You know, Cougars had a couple of fine chances also. One off the crossbar, off that restart. And there was a chance right there they could have had.
And Jubert's coming over to check in too for the Hornets.
Good job right there by Frankie. Yeah, good job by Frankie. She needs a little help if she's going to be doing that. Her players got to come over and play some good team defense. Kicked in by Roush. Cleared out. Easily comes out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for Goyette for the Cougars. Going to be no subs at this time. Now I have a question. Why did she go all in that traffic when she had 5-eye wide open? You know, I mean, 5-eye should have just slid over in the middle a little more. She had nobody on her, and she had to straight away to the keeper instead of going down to the. You know, that's you got to be talking to these kids and letting them know, and finding feet.
Well, coming off for the Cougars is number 22, Frankie, right now. She put some good minutes in for the Cougars.
Yes, she has. Some tough minutes.
And also coming off is Pavone for the Hornets.
Cougars applying a little outside pressure, nothing really tenacious inside. 21 for the Cougars is Ebersol. Good ball right there by the Cougars.
There it is.
Oh, no. Wow, I don't know. What are we going to call? We're going to call a handball on the Cougars.
Going down. So PHS dodged a bullet. Schultz did a nice job there.
You know, this has been a great game. Good game to call. I can see why Joe Southwick didn't want to come up here and do this. Been a great game, back and forth action. We have the shots on net, or PHS 5, and the Cougars for Northeastern 7 at this moment.
Who's 12?
Oh, number 12 would be Grimshaw trying to break in. Cleared out.
Now 5-Eye's trying to contain number 3 for the Hornets.
She does a good job. Good job of containment by 5-Eye. Let your defense come back.
See, 5-Eye did her job right there.
Great job by 5-Eye. You know, didn't try to steal the ball, just contained. And that was it. And the
defense got back.
Great job by 5-Eye defense.
Oh, nice 14, ball. Keep it in by Roush.
14 by Roush, kicking it over. Good hustle by Grimshaw, making her kick that ball. Get rid of it quick. Controlled by the Hornets, though.
Yeah, it's number 9 Miller going to the far sideline.
What I find the Hornets have to do also is their outside midfielders got to get wider. You know, I've noticed that they've had to chase several balls that have been kicked, wide. They shouldn't have to be chasing them. They should be going right through them, and that way, if you get a bad touch on it, your first touch, you're still wide. You have time to readjust and keep the ball. Their midfielders, both these teams. Frankie was doing a pretty good job of staying wide, but I've noticed that side of the midfielders for the Hornets, the right side, they need to stay a little wider.
Here's a kick going in, just outside the box.
Oh, nice tip.
Nice little flip kick. And here come the Cougars, and who's that number
4? Rabbity. Kicks it out. Roush. Roush does a nice turn.
She's got speed.
Nice speed by Roush. Look at that fly. You gotta like that.
Number 19, Jubert.
Good job by Roush.
She's still going down there.
Oh, nice cross.
Ooh. And defensively, the Hornets were there. A nice play defensively.
She was lucky.
I can't pick up her number, but nice play defensively by the Hornets.
That was a nice run right there by Roush and a nice cross.
You know, what you're seeing is end-to-end action here. Now here come the Hornets. It's number 13, Abelard. And so it's end-to-end, Jones.
This is great.
And the fans are getting their money's worth tonight for this championship game.
Speaking of money, can we get our money back?
Yeah, no, we're calling the game, right?
Gee.
We didn't think, yeah.
First, we're going to charge Calvin $5 a piece tonight.
Yeah, we got to charge Calvin for that. We thought Joe was up here. We saw 2 bodies up here. So we didn't bother coming down. Did you see us come in?
No.
He wasn't looking for us. He was looking for Joe Southwick.
Yeah. Joe has told us that he will be calling the boys' game, PHS, and he said his nerves will be much more calmer doing that game.
But you know what?
Unless they lose a close one here, then he'll be upset and won't want to come up.
Well, time will only tell, but Calvin, I don't think they're going to get upset.
You know what? If we're having a good time up here, there's a lock on this door.
Yeah. Well, that is true.
Oh, good job right there.
21.
21, that would be Ebersol. Ebersol, let's go with the shot. No, wide. Good hustle by Ebersol to strip that ball.
She let it go. I thought she could have taken a few more steps in.
It's possible.
The defense was chasing her.
She had him on their back, though.
We have a minute 35 to go here, so
Cougar lead, 1-0. You know, you gotta.
and it was early in the game.
Yeah,
I think last year it was early in the game too, if I remember
It was
right.
very early in the game, and Cougars scored at what did we say, 3:55.
Of this game, but last year it was the same thing. I mean, it was like within the first couple minutes.
And both teams could conceivably have scored a couple more.
And again, the senior leadership of Five Eye just let the ball go down.
Five Eye's playing
out of
very well.
bounds.
Oh, nice throw by Five Eye too. Just a good player. Roush doing a good job. Roush and Ebersol playing some good team defense. It is going to be a Hornet throw-in here.
Down to the final minute.
Both these teams playing very hard. Good ball game. There, Ebersol trying to come up with it. PHS does. Who's number 13? Good job by number 13.
It's Abelard.
And for Rabidou goes wide
Billigan
over.
will give him chase, as well as number 17.
Goes wide over to
Gazzachet.
Kelsey. I'm trying to figure out what they're playing, what kind of defense the Cougars are playing. Of course, they're moving everybody up right now, so it's kind of hard.
It's kind of like a diamond defense.
Here's Ebersol on top of the box trying to get it. Player for the Hornets goes down. There's going to be no call. Number 7, Lamberton, trying to find number 9, Kelsey. Goes off the Hornets, and it's going to be a
17
throw in for
seconds.
Kelsey.
So the first half will end 1-0 for the Cougars, and it's
The Cougars can put in one more good rush right here. We have Honan serving a nice ball, trying to find Ebersol. Ebersol fighting for the ball. Oh, come off her line.
I was calling it quick.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Nicely done. Good effort.
Good game right here between these two teams.
Well, statistically speaking, it's 8-5. The shots favor the Cougars, so it's definitely end-to-end action. And the corner kicks favor PHS 3-2, but on the scoreboard, it's 1-0 Cougars.
That's all that matters. Back with some Section 7 Class B championship at the George Brendler Field. Today is November 6, 2009. Another classic battle between the Plattsburgh High School Hornets and the Northeastern Clinton Cougars. Northeastern Clinton leads 1-0, scoring an early goal from with Ebersol scoring with a nice corner kick from Taylor Kelsey. And they had several more chances to score. Both keepers were coming up big in the first half. The shots on goal were 5 for PHS, 8 for the Cougars. 3 corner kicks for PHS and 2 for the Cougars. And like I said, both keepers and defenses have been playing well as of that first goal. We hear Loya comes out for a line. PHS are applying some early pressure here in this second half. Calvin, any comments and observations on the first half?
No, you guys have pretty much covered what's been happening out there. I thought the Cougars had some better opportunities that just didn't go in. I think Loya is the difference right now as far as PHS not being on that scoreboard.
I got to agree with you because Cougars had, well, one chance just before the half ended, and they pounded one off the crossbar also in the second half. So, you know, they might, hopefully they won't live to regret those scoring opportunities, because PHS, they can put the ball in the back of the net, especially with that senior Sarah Carter. Right now we have number 8, that would be Trombley for the Cougars, trying to get it to 13. Abelard. Right there. Good hustle by Kelsey getting the ball out of bounds. It will be a Hornet throw-in right now, though. Kelsey served up a beautiful assist on that corner kick in the first half. The senior wants to definitely win her this game here in championship. Get this. This is the old proverbial curse of the Hornets, like they had the curse of the Bambino for the Red Sox, and they finally overcame it. And by the way, congratulations to your Yankees this year, Calvin. Hard for me to say this, but it is true. They were the best team. Right now, the Cougars are trying to be the best team out here this evening. They're playing a pretty good game so far. Number 22, Frankie, on the far side, giving chase, being challenged. Good shield right there by number 13, Abelard. Good hustle by Frankie to come back and try to get the ball. Number 4 for the Cougars is Rabidou, trying to fight in for the ball. Good job right here by Honan. Good hustle by Honan. Number 9 falls down for the Cougars, Kelsey. It's back up right here. Cougars applying some good pressure. Right through Honan. Let's go with a shot. Goes wide. You know, there's another chance the Cougars have wasted. You know, you can't keep wasting these chances, young ladies. You're going to have to put that ball in the back of that net, because hopefully it will not come back to haunt you. But it was a good chance right there. Another good chance for the Cougars. Good shot on goal by Honan. Just wide, though. Goal kick number 3 for the Hornets. Curl tries to find her. Oh, Joey the French fry man. Just got back. All right, Joey French fry.
Go ahead, hold on for a second.
All right, number 14, Roush. Playing, actually, good play right there by Roush just to make the defense kick it wide. You know, like I said, they don't really need to steal the ball. Just play some good containment. Good throw-in by Kelsey trying to find Roush. Number 13, Abelard has the ball. Kicked out of bounds is going to be another throw-in. Taylor Kelsey, the senior for the Cougars, with another throw-in.
One thing I noticed, Joe, coming over is the Cougars were definitely putting some more pressure on the Hornets there.
Oh, yeah, right about. Here's another chance, just a little too far in. Number 2, Goyette with the ball, fighting for it. And Frankie fighting for it. Kicked out by the Hornet defense. Good job to clear that. Number 2, Goyette kicked the ball back in. Trying to find Honan. She does. Honan just couldn't control it inside that box. Honan's still fighting for the ball. Standing up outside the box. Gets bumped off and cleared out again by the Hornets.
The Cougars are definitely playing a physical game.
They are.
And so isn't PHS.
They are, yes.
This is championship soccer, Joe.
You know what I noticed about Honan and Rush? They're not very big, but they're playing big. You know, good speed, and they're playing tough. They're not getting knocked off the ball very much at all. So you gotta give them there. There, the Hornets coming down. I can't see the number with the ball.
Neither can I, but I think it's Carter.
Looks like 5-eye trying to defend. Puts her in the middle. Carter, let's go with a shot. Good job right there by Guerin.
And who's that number? Is that
You got him in front of you.
Number 6, Wilkins. I couldn't see the number.
Oh, another good job by Guerin just to get rid of that ball. Kicked back in by number 8.
And
kicked wide.
Rabideau kicks it wide.
Good job by Rabideau. Finding number 14, Roush. Roush tries to find...
well, deflect it off Wilkins.
Yeah. Good job by Kelsey trying to get the ball. Gets bumped off. And it goes out of bounds. Should be a Cougar throw-in. No, they're going to call a Hornet throw-in.
So the Hornet would be number 3, Marley Curl, it looks like, taking the throw, and I don't see you're going to see that fancy flip throw. That's usually reserved for number 13, Abelard.
And she's coming over to take that fancy.
And here it comes. Abelard would do
we're going to get a close-up look on this one.
Is there a flipperoni here?
A flipperoni. Is that your name for this?
Yeah, just call me. There it is.
Nice throw. They're very dangerous.
What a play!
Let the ball
That
land.
was dangerous. And she just, right in the air, she took it in.
Yeah.
We got to get the who did this, but you got the pen?
You know, that's what I mean. Like I said, hopefully the Cougars will not regret. You know, some of those shots that they had that went wide and off the crossbar and chances. So.
7 goals, 13 assists.
So you have 7, who is their big gun, Sarah Carter, on the great throw-in by number 13, Abelard.
That's a nice play by the Hornets. You got to give them credit for that.
And Carter scoring is no surprise.
No, she is the big goal scorer.
34:05.
After dodging a bullet, the Hornets early in the second half, they came down.
Dodged a few bullets in this game so far.
And they came down and they got a goal of their own to equalize. We got a whole new ball game now. We're going to see how the Cougars can handle this. Good movement here by 5-eye.
The thing is, you can't panic at this point.
No.
They tied the game, so you're even. 34 minutes left in the game. Just play your game. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, you've been out shooting them. You've been out playing them. So just keep your game. You know, and like Calvin said, Loya was a lot of the difference in that first half. She came up with some big saves for the
Cougars. Did it Schultz for PHS.
Yeah, she did.
And PHS has a crossbar that was their friend the first half on that beautiful restart kick.
Yeah.
Maddie, get up the pressure! Get on her!
Well, you're definitely see. I mean, I think it's been a pretty intense game, but I think you're going to see the intensity pick up even more here as the minutes dwindle down.
It should. That's what makes it exciting. You know, these seniors are playing for maybe the last game that they'll ever play.
One of the group of seniors are going home.
Yeah, that's true.
Counting the corner!
So their high school careers will come to an end. A lot of game left, and
Capitalize, White! Let's capitalize one time!
heading over is Abelard.
Here we go. You know, like I said, the Hornets cannot let these balls land like this, though. They got to clear these out. They paid for that one
yeah, but that ball
throw.
didn't land. She took it half in the air.
They got to clear it. They let it land. There's another goal. They let it land.
And the Cougar defense is just melting and falling apart.
Can't let those balls land like that. Just you got to clear them out, you know. And right now they got the Cougars right on the back of the heels now. It's you got to give the Hornets credit. Playing some good soccer here.
They get this goal here.
That wasn't very long.
3 goals, 8 assists.
Sarah Carter again.
Marley Curl
Marley Curl.
from Madison Trombley. And again, Joe, I want to make sure you understand that was L-E-Y Trombley right there.
Yeah, the real Trombley, right?
Of course, the folks listening to this, we have fun here in Shazy between the L-Ys and the L-E-Ys.
Right now we're having more fun than the Cougars because the Cougars just early in the second half dropped a 1-0 lead. Now it goes into a 2-1 deficit.
Yeah, I mean within 8 minutes, PHS put on, and early on in that first 7 minutes, the Cougars had a chance to go up 2-0.
And they
just missed.
Yeah, they should have. They should have. You know, and it's. But you know what? Well, there's a lot of game left, and the Cougars. We're going to see what they're made of right now. Hopefully, they can come back from this and start putting something in back of the net. Number 5's trying to serve. Nice ball right there by number 5. Who's number 5, Joe? You got your hand all over the papers for the Cougars. That'd be Guerin. Bringing the senior defender up. Oh, right here's another chance for the Cougars. 21 would be Ebersol, letting go with a left-footed shot, goes wide of the Hornet net. It's going to be a goal kick for the Hornets. We have 31:46 left in this second half. PHS 2, Northeastern Cougars 1.
Well, it's a cool night out there, but it's hot on the field, Joe.
That's beautiful, beautiful poetry, Joe.
Did you like that?
I loved it.
Just call me the boomer of hometown cable.
Along with a lot of other things, so.
ESPN has their boomer. Calvin's got his boomer.
Right now, Cougars got to find somebody to put the ball in back of the net to get the equalizer. Right here we have Kelsey, Taylor Kelsey with the throw-in. And that is a really nice knee brace that she has on her right knee. That is like a neon pink. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Call it captain brace.
Without a doubt. She's had knee problems in the past, and I know I've spoken to her mother several times. She is going to have surgery right after this season. And she is a hockey goalkeeper too. Nice cross right there by number 3. That would be, was that Marley Curl?
Yeah, Marley Curl.
Aisha Loya with a punt, kind of goes high and short, headed by PHS, kicked back in by the Hornets. Hornets are doing a pretty good job right now. There you got the, let's go with a blast. It goes way over the keeper's head off the
and we want to
backing
thank
of the net.
Giroux for keeping the corn up for the whole season here, just adding to the ambiance of the game.
Is that what that does?
Sure it does.
Okay.
Think so, Calvin?
Okay, well, thank Giroux. Giroux are very hospitable people.
Yes, they are.
Without a doubt. They've
of
done.
course, I think it helps the crop too, and it stays up longer too. But there might be a second reason for that. But we'll give it the ambiance.
We're not farmers, so we just don't know.
We just throw it out there. You just throw it out, Joe.
Back to soccer, Joey.
Okay, well, who's coming to the ball now? It is Miss Roush being challenged by number 9 Miller.
Gee, gotta get rid of that ball.
Number 8 Trombley.
I know. Pass it back.
Oh, nice step over.
I'm trying to coach these kids from up here, and I shouldn't probably be doing that.
Joe, you're a coach for the JV boys up here. You're an announcer. Now, if you can't do your part, we're going to take that mic away from your hand, okay?
Somebody wins the $350 for you, Joe.
Never.
Oh, slamma, ramma. Calvin to Joe. Calvin, you gotta be careful because
that was good.
He's kind of temperamental. Just walk outside the booth here.
I'll pout between games.
Here come the Hornets. Actually, Sarah Carter and Loya's there. But I think the Cougars have the skill set to tie this game. They definitely have the talent to do it.
Oh yeah, well they've had chances. You know, they've had 4 phenomenal chances, and they get 1 goal out of it. You know, I mean. The second half, we had the ball going wide here, you know, just right off the bat. And, you know, you get a wide open shot like that, you got to at least put it on net.
Joe, we've watched a lot of PHS Northeastern games over
these
the
are
years
great.
and the finals here, and it seems like the Cougars always like the tough luck kids.
One goal.
Yeah, they come
The
so
one goal.
and not like they got outplayed.
And I hate. Yeah, I just. Yeah.
They seem to fall short, and hopefully this is not going to happen here.
No, we hope not, for the sake of the Cougars. I guess let's face it, we're biased here tonight, Joey.
Or what?
We're biased here tonight.
Yeah, we're biased. I have nothing against PHS. It's a quality program.
Without a doubt, they go to the regionals. They've been to the regionals every year. You know, Coach Tim Mulligan, he's a Shazy alumni and good soccer player himself. So he
But hometown
teaches a
cable
good game.
did originate from the Northern Tier.
We are about the Northern
The
Tier.
Cougars are the Northern Tier, right?
We are about it.
So
That's no doubt.
Do you think?
Good job by Five Eye. Oh, we're not going to call a foul on that. No foul. Kicked out of bounds. It's going to be
games for the Yankees. Susan Waldman and who's the other guy? The guy for the Yankees.
nice throw in by Kelsey. Trying to find Roush. Roush fighting for the ball. Kelsey comes up with it. Loses it to number 8, Trombley.
And there's Joe back.
Number 3, Curl with the ball. Being challenged by Five Eye. Curl going over to, what's her name, number 13?
For the
Abelard.
Abelard.
Abelard's tough player also. Trying to be fought off by 21. That would be...
I think Joe's got to send his tape to ESPN here. He's really focused tonight.
I want to watch some good soccer.
Not as colorful as
Every
he usually is.
Sunday.
He's like really into
I've had some wonderful moments here. Just give me a break.
Oh yeah, with the I did see Joe too at halftime.
Joe Southwick?
I told him that we were busting on him for being so nervous.
Oh, without a doubt.
And that he goes,
And rightfully
everything, he said everything you say is true. He goes, you're telling the truth. I think he's crunching on those Mickey fries a little stronger now.
He's over there
now.
building up the arteries, huh?
All right, there's Roush.
Northeastern has to get some kind of an offense.
Hey, there's a speed here.
Whoa, kick right back in.
Just.
Honan giving chase. Good job by Honan. This is going to be a goal kick for the Hornets. We have 26 minutes and 15 seconds left. Sub going in.
Grimshaw checking in.
Going in, number 24, Five Eye. Coming off the field for the Cougars. Like I said, we got 26:05 left in the second half. PHS 2, Northeastern Cougars 1. PHS coming out here strong early in the second half, scoring 2 goals.
So if you're Coach Mulligan, do you try to go back in a shell a little bit, or you just keep playing end-to-end like you're doing?
Joey, you know, I've been saving this tape. That's why you sat the bench, Joey.
I'm just throwing it out there.
You make now you're going. You have a winning program and a winning formula, I should say.
Yeah.
And you're going to change it in the middle?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking
Of course you're not. You've been putting a lot of pressure.
You're the coach getting insulted asking me a question.
But because it's just so because it's just so obvious, you know. You've been putting a lot of pressure on the Hornets. You're not going to let that pressure off.
I want to know if you know what you're talking about.
Evidently, you didn't. So that is true.
See what I talk about being yeah, I think it's temperamental. I mean, I'm not messing with that.
Well, it's just so fundamentally. I don't know. I shouldn't say stupid.
You're right.
But you will admit you've seen coaches change their whole philosophy.
Maybe late in the game. Maybe later in the game if. You got a 2, maybe later in the game it's possible, but if you...
What are you talking about? Dannemora lived by that.
But you know what, there's a lot... But Dannemora never won, But
No, they beat you guys.
One time only. But, there's a lot of soccer left here. We got 24-30 left here in this second half, so anything can happen. You're not going to go back there and play defense, especially when you got a lot of pressure like they've been applying against the Cougars. You got to give PHS credit. They are not going back in the show. They have one defender back.
Not at all.
Mulligan knows what he's doing. There's no doubt about it.
Well, he did come up through the Shazy ranks.
True. But right now, the defense of the Cougars are playing a lot of it. Too much defense for. They're going to score a goal.
The Cougars got to be down in the offensive zone.
Oh, long shot right here. Loya comes out for line, makes a good save. She was being challenged by number 2, Menard. For PHS.
There, but the Cougars have got to get in the offensive zone.
But the Cougars are letting a lot of these balls land. They're letting PHS get to the ball. You can't do that. If you want to win this game, you got to get to the ball first.
Well, being down 2-1, the Cougars have got to pick it up here.
Big time. Big time.
or their season's going to come to an end.
Yeah, it's give them too much time. Gary Donham, seems like since those 2 goals, Cougars have lost a step, so maybe they can pick it back up. Roush trying to find Honan. She does. Honan being challenged. No call. I don't blame him. That was a good. Yeah, that's all a good call. A little miscommunication there by the Cougars. PHS comes up with that.
22, Ross did a nice job. 3 players around her.
Cougars got to find some feet here. That's what they need to do. They got to quit kicking the ball. They just got to find some feet.
You know, it's PHS that's settling in now.
That's what they're doing right now. Control and
you can't let it turn.
Oh, good defensive play right there by Lamberton. Good job by Lamberton. That's about the 3rd good defensive play I've watched that young lady make this evening. That was the first one this half. She made 2 defensive plays right in a row in that first half, and she did a good job right there to stop that shot from being placed on goal. Number 24, 5-Eye checking in here in a few minutes, it looks like. We have Taylor Kelsey, number 9.
And Menard coming out for PHS.
And number 2 for the Cougars is Goyette coming off. Here's a corner kick. Can't let that ball in, Cougars. Hope you're listening to me. And they do. You know, you got to... Number 12, Bianca Grimshaw gets it wide, but not very far out of the box. Good job right there by... Roush on the other side. No, excuse me, that would be Honan.
Well, Roush is number
14. She's on this side here too. Good kick right there by Guerin. 11, Ashline giving chase for the Cougars. Going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a Hornet throw. 21:45 left, Joey, in the second half. 2-1.
And the fan base has kind of picked up a little bit more here.
No, we have a boys' game going after that.
Right. And again, the same 2 schools.
Same 2 schools once again. So
that's going to be an interesting game.
This should be a very good game. Another 1-goal games. You know, these teams are 1-goal teams. And number 17 checking in for the Cougars also is Erica Sorrell. Sorrell is? Good.
She's seen time in a big game like this, so she's off an impact player.
She's been out there quite a few times too. We have Molly Rush coming off and Bianca Grimshaw coming off.
What did you say?
I almost said Bianca Jagger. Sorry, Randy. He'll be laughing at this. I mean, at work, believe me. The Cougars got to get something going here. They look really good at the start of the second half.
Sorrell setting it up. They came out flying.
And after that, they haven't had a whole lot. Oh no! Number 12, Grimshaw trying to fight for the ball. Coming out, Grimshaw trying to back pass. Can't find anybody. Cleared out by the Hornets. Good job right there by number 15 for the Cougars, Southwick. Yeah, still giving chase. Number 8. Who's 8 for the Hornets, Joey?
Number 8 for the Hornets is Madison Trombley.
Trombley against Southwick. Southwick doing a good job containment. Bumps her off the ball. We're going to call a Hornet throw. Are we going to see your fancy throwing? Yes, we are. Now, what did you call that? What did you call that, Joey?
The flipperoni.
Okay.
The flipperoni produced a goal.
Yes, it did. The Hornets the Cougars letting too many of these balls land. They're going to watch this and they're going to say, gee. Yeah, it was shorter. Still the Hornets control. Well, there will be another throw-in.
Deep in the corner.
Say that young lady's name for the Hornets who are throwing that one.
Abelard?
Yeah.
Abelard taking the
very good.
Flipperoni there.
She's going to get another chance here to do this. She might be in. You know what though? Now, if an official's right on that, like you should be, she was over the line.
Yeah.
So that's that's an illegal throw.
That would be her hand on number 17, Gadza Shea.
Cougars got to get something going. They haven't put a shot on the keeper for the Hornets here in probably close to
if you're just
15 minutes
not
anyway.
Knowing the score, you'd think PHS was trailing right now.
Oh, don't be offsides. Oh, cleared out by the Hornets.
Joe, call the game. Don't coach it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard. Number 3, Honan over there fighting for the ball. Sends it in. Trying to find Grimshaw. Goes off Grimshaw's foot. Oh, being bumped off the ball is number 15 of Southwick.
And that's number 7, Sarah Carter.
Carter, the senior. Loya comes off her line. Does a good job coming off her line to get that ball. Gets it right back. Hornets or the Cougars need to get something going here really quick.
Yeah, we have 18.
Good job right there by 17 Sorrell.
Now.
Good job by 17 Sorrell too, not to turn her back or anything, to go right front on with that ball and give your team some offense. Another good job right there by Southwick. Goes off her foot. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hornets. Number 6,
Wilkins.
throwing it in.
And gets it onto the leg of Tremblay. Over to
Good hustle.
Abelard.
Good hustle by Grimshaw right there, you know, just to create that. Yeah, good hustle. Southwick kicks it out. Goes over to the PHS player, number 7.
Curl. All the way up over now to number 8, Tremblay.
Number 7, I thought was Carter.
7's Carter.
Yeah, okay.
8's Tremblay.
You'll remember that name, I think.
Yeah.
Easy one.
Go ahead, Betty.
Well, she spelled it right. Tom and Bob Tremblay here. This will be all over.
Isn't it great? I'll tell them to listen.
Yeah, tell them to listen.
Listen, we have 17:20 left here in the second half.
What are the shots on net, Joe?
The Nets, the shots on net are favoring right now PHS. That shows you the intensity, 10-9.
And the Cougars had led 8-5 at the half.
Yes, they have. So they've had one shot in the second half.
That was early on.
The Hornets have been all over them. All over the Cougars this second half, except for probably the first couple of minutes. You know, and like I said, gee, I hope, you know, they don't regret not putting some of those balls in back of the net. The Cougars,
They had their chances.
Oh, they've had many chances. So
They could have went to the half with 2 or 3 nothing.
you know, and there's still a lot of game left. You know, 16:45 left.
The ball's got to be on this side of the field. It can't be over here.
It's
playing
been
defense.
way too much.
Then the score goes over here.
No, Cougars are playing too much defense. Been back in their heels. You got to give the Hornets credit. They've come out, you know, stinging the Cougars right off the bat in that second half.
5 minutes. I mean, Mulligan was supposed to get them on the offense. Never asked a thought-provoking question in the booth.
Oh wow, Joey, you know, I just thought you've been up here long enough not to ask.
I knew the answer.
Such a fundamental.
But Joe, for the viewers, we're trying to get some in-depth.
Well, I think the viewers that are watching this are even more cognizant of the game than that, Joe. You're dumbing the stuff down to those. These people are intelligent. Oh, I'm sorry, but the little kids, even the little kids know.
Oh God! I hope the Cougars score too. If the Cougars win this game, Joe, I'm going to be all over you.
Hey,
and I hope they do.
And believe me, I'll take it. I'd love to see the Cougars even this one up.
I'm showing my true colors of being a graduate of Northeastern Clinton. I want my
Joey, it's not
alumni to
but
win.
You know what, Joey? It's not about you. It's about these kids on the field right now.
Oh my God!
So let's bring this back to soccer. It's not about you.
Every 2 weeks, she's a teacher there. That alone is worth rooting for the Cougars.
It's always about you, Joey.
Joe.
Yes. Right now we have a Mary Elizabeth Frankie
You're
for the
30
Cougars
seconds with that mic coming out of your hand.
fighting for the ball. I'll tell you what, we're down to our final 15 minutes in this second half. Cougars got to get something going. They had an early flurry here in this second half, and they haven't done anything to get anything on that.
Oh,
Really
here we
good chance
are.
right here.
Oh.
17 Sorrell just goes wide on the net. So Hornets do dodge one right there. The Cougars have to bring some people up here in the last part of the second half. They have nothing left to lose.
No.
See what they can apply.
You're right about that. They should have the defense in the offensive zone here.
They're going to bring some people up. Still got to leave one back, but they got to bring some people up. You know, if you get caught up,
This is
so
kind of
what?
pressure they got to be putting on right now.
Yeah, they're doing a better job here the last minute or
Have
so.
you noticed how the Cougars are just standing around right now?
I've noticed that.
It's like their
I've noticed
legs aren't
that.
there.
I've noticed that.
Now this is dangerous.
Ball go by. Is that Sarah Carter?
No, it could be Curl actually.
Nice shot. Oh, beautiful save by Aloya.
Save by Loya.
Nice shot. Good run right there.
I'm trying to pick up the number.
That'd be Curl.
I'm trying to pick it up here. It's Curl is 3. If I can see the back here.
Cougars got to find some feet here. They got to find some feet, and what I mean by that is they got to start passing that ball on to somebody, you know, instead of just booting it up. Just find somebody to pass to and keep it, possess.
And it was Sarah Carter.
Saw the speed of Carter, and that's why she's probably the MVP of the CVAC. I'd have to say, yeah, she's got to be one of it.
LeClaire
and has been too.
Callie Loris coming into the game. Or actually, it was number 3 there. It was Curl.
It was Curl.
Was it the shot?
No, it wasn't.
They're just
Curl.
giving
Curl.
to it was Curl.
Curl. Yeah. 15 Southwick fighting for the ball. Cougars or the Hornets come up with it. Nice corner ball right here to number 6. That would be Wilkins. Wilkins being fought for by Guerin. Going to call some kind of a foul here against Wilkins for the Hornets. It's going to be a free kick for the Cougars. Guerin lines up to take the kick. Nice kick. It lands right on the foot of the defender for the Hornets. Trying to find her offensive player. Nice job right there by Sorrell. Sorrell, the JV, former JV player, bringing her up for this series of playoffs. See if she can make an impact here. Good job right there by Guerin calling her off. For Rabideau fighting for the ball, and Grimshaw, number 12. Going to mention her, number 11 on the far side for defense. Looks like Ashline's back there for the Cougars now.
And we're pushing down to the 12-minute mark.
So the Cougars got to bring some people up when they get in the offensive zone of the Hornets. They haven't been there a whole lot this half, Joey.
No, they haven't. The play's been down this side.
You can tell by the shots on goal. Are the Cougars at this time? They have 9. They've had 1 shot this half. They've been awarded.
In the first half, they were all over the Hornets.
They really were.
And, you know, I don't know if they got tired or what, but
don't know.
PHS has controlled the second half.
PHS got momentum after that first goal. That's what happened.
Yeah, they sure did.
And they've both nice goals by the Hornets, so you got to give them that. All 3 goals were nice.
Yeah, all 3 goals were beautiful.
But for you younger players, if you're watching what not to do on corner kicks, you're seeing what not to do if you're defending them. Don't let the ball land, because it's just dangerous. Corner kicks, throw-ins. Do not let the ball land inside that box. If you're defending, you clear it. We have Taylor Kelsey throwing it in, trying to find Roush. Kicked out of bounds.
20 yards on the sideline. She's got Rabideau in front.
But she has number 7 wide open.
Yeah, but she's advancing it pretty well. It was headed out, so they're getting it down there.
It's true, but she's throwing it right in traffic. I mean, it just... You're taking a chance of losing. You're putting a 50-50 ball, and... A good job right here by Roush. Serves it in, goes out of bounds. But if you have somebody open, that's who you get it to. That's just it's just fundamentals. You get it to the open person. I don't care where I don't care where they're at. I don't care where they're at. You got to pass it back to the keeper. You pass it back to the keeper.
But we talked about this possession.
Yeah,
possession wins games.
Yeah, and it's in possession. If you're a thief, it gets you arrested. 9/10 of the law. So.
That was up and down. Wow.
That's a possession you don't want, right?
Joey's job's
but it's just you get it to the open person. I don't care if they're in back of you or what. Good job right there by Grimshaw trying to find the far side. She does. Honan fighting for the ball. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be another throw-in for the Cougars.
A lot of real estate out there, Joe.
Spatial optimization, that's what we call it. Spatial optimization.
Wow.
Had to throw one on you this evening. Well, listen, we have 9:40 left in the second half. The Plattsburgh High School Hornets are leading the Northeastern Clinton Central Cougars 2-1. This is finals action, Class B, Section 7. Northeastern broke out early in the first half, 3:35 with a goal by Ebersol from Kelsey. The Hornets answered back early in the second half with Carter from Abelero.
It would be number 13, Abelard.
Abelard, okay. Your writing is atrocious, but we'll deal with it. And we have the second goal from the Hornets just a couple of minutes later, about 3 minutes later, Curl from Trombley to give them the lead. And I'll tell you what, Northeastern has had a lot of chances to score in that first half. Early in the second half, they really early in this first half, they were for about the first couple of minutes, and then they've been playing a whole ton of defense.
And on their heels the whole second half.
The Hornets have picked up the intensity. Right here's
I mean, one
another
more
chance.
goal right now by the Hornets, and it's lights out
Yeah.
for the Cougars. So the Cougars have got to do something here with 8:31 to go.
Lamberton clears the ball out of bounds. It's going to be another Hornet throw-in.
But it's been 7 shots to 1 favoring the Hornets here in the second half, and that's indicative of what's been going on in the second half.
Without a doubt. You know, you mentioned the fact that it appears to you that the Cougars kind of standing there. They're not moving well without the ball, and that could be a good reason that they're not receiving it and getting chances. It's not what you do with the ball all the time. It's what you do without the ball.
The first half, they were all over the place.
Yeah, they were. They were pumped up.
I mean, they looked like a bunch of Hornets out there.
They looked phenomenal that first half. You know, it was a pretty even game. You know, I thought the Cougars had the better of the chances that first half. And
this second half is all PHS.
yes, it has been.
And checking into the game is Brittany Alero.
Yep, Stan pulls up.
You know, it's a deja vu all over again, like Yogi says.
Yeah, it was like last
same
year.
as last year.
Yeah.
You know, just so far, but
Cougars played well enough to win.
but we still have approximately 7 minutes and 30 seconds left for the Cougars to
There's a lot of game left.
dig one out here.
But they got to pick up their
Yeah, they
offensive
got to start doing some things with the ball.
I mean, you know,
PHS is doing a good job here. Roush still doing a good job fighting for the ball.
True.
22 to Frankie. They moved her in the middle, moving Honan on the outside. Honan comes up with the ball, using some speed, going into the far corner. Being chased by, oh, look at the speed of Honan. Oh, taken down. Was that in the box? Is she going to be awarded
outside the box.
He is going, that is a gentleman's, what do they call that? A gentleman's foul?
Well, that is close. That is close.
I don't know. I think she was taken down inside that box, Joey.
Well, look where he's standing. It was.
I know where he was standing, but where was she taken down? You know.
Yeah, no, but I think it was no.
But we got 6:42 left now. Here's a chance. Here's a chance right here. Oh, a little too far. Oh, gee, Rouse just got a head on it.
She got her head on it.
Yeah, she did.
The net.
That was a nice kick right there by Katrina Guerin. Wasn't a lofter, you know, to give the defense time to get ahead on it. She drilled that one, and Roush almost had the equalizer right there. Cougars got to keep applying the pressure. Good job here by Kelsey. Goes off Kelsey. Is going to be out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Hornets. They got to push it up, the Cougars do. Out of bounds is going to be a throw-in for the Hornets. Kelsey, the senior, taking the throw-in. Trying to find Roush. Roush comes up with the ball. Just kind of blasts it in the middle. Honan trying to fight for it. Ball gets kicked back. Number 7, Lamberton giving chase. Honan fighting for the ball. Honan's playing a big game tonight. She hasn't put anything on the board, but she's fought a lot. Very tough player, especially for the size. Honan's still fighting for the ball, gets knocked down. There's going to be a foul called against the Hornets. Joey, we have 5:26 left here in this second half. The Cougars are finally applying a little bit of pressure.
Well, they need to, because the time is dwindling down here for the Cougars. It's 5:18 to go. Still time.
You know, Guerin once again with a nice kick and cleared out. Number 2, Goyette tries to get it going. Still clear, kicked in, kicked back out by the Hornets. Northeastern applying some pressure. They're bringing everybody up like they should be. Kicked back in by number 7, Lamberton. Fighting for the balls, number 2, Goyette. Honan fighting over there for all her life. Gets knocked down. Honan's going to be bruised up a little bit after this game. She's been knocked down and stepped on and everything else. A tough player. Kicked out of bounds again, or headed out of bounds, I should say. Goyette for the...
Yeah, they're staying in one area.
Goyette, they switch sides. Switch sides, yeah, I agree with that. Look at, if you do your pan it, you see everybody. They got to switch sides.
Just like you say, Joe, they aren't spreading the field.
She could have thrown it back, moved it back over here. Then they have a chance to do it. Yeah,
the players wide.
Yeah, they got to stay wide. They're not staying wide. But you know, she keeps throwing it right in traffic. You know, I would be screaming at her not to.
And PHS has everybody back.
Yeah, they do. Wisely so, because we have 4 minutes left.
Now it's a wise thing to do it, Calvin.
Well, it is right now, because, you know, especially when you're getting a bunch of throw-ins right now, it is a wise thing to do.
Boy, you switch like the wind, Joe.
I switch when it needs to be switched. You switch. Every now and then, you go from the roundhouse to the jab. You know, you keep going for the roundhouse, you're going to get knocked out. Right now, we're going to see the Cougars. Cougars applying a lot of pressure. Ooh, wide again off Roosh. I should say Roush.
So Molly, is it Molly, I think?
And here's going to be a good play by the Hornets. They're going to kind of take their time and run some seconds off the clock. We have 3:25 left in the second half.
That's the pressure they need. I mean, at least they're down there.
They are.
Pressure on.
They are. They're playing like they mean it now.
I mean, the seniors got to step in and realize they got 3.5 minutes. Their season's done.
This is some of the best. This is the best they played this half.
Yes, it is.
And they waited till 5 minutes left in the half to do it. But hopefully it'll work out for the Cougars. Right now we have PHS trying to control the ball. Grimshaw's knocked down on the far side. No call. Kicked out of bounds. It's going to be a Cougar throw, and Cougars got to hurry. We have 2:51 left here in the second half, so the Cougars got to get something going. Like Calvin said, all the play has been on the far side of the field. Why doesn't she switch it? She keeps going, goes right down the middle. She has a person open right here in this side.
She's got to push to the
over here, number 9 is Kelsey. Kelsey does a smart thing, comes wide, finds Roush. Roush does a nice cut, has a lot of space, being challenged. And PHS just bangs it out of bounds. Right near.
Just to clear that out of there.
Good throw, quick throw by Kelsey, finding Roush. Out of bounds is going to be a throw-in for PHS. We have 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second half. So we're going to see if Northeastern can put anything in back of the net here. Right now we have 21 fighting for the ball. That would be Ebersol, the goal scorer. Nice center right there by Roush. Nobody there. Oh, yeah, she did. It is nasty in front of that net. PHS just trying to clear it. Good job right there by Lamberton to keep it in. 5-Eye, the senior, fighting for the ball. She wants to keep playing. Oh, 5-Eye gets knocked down. Some good sportsmanship, tries to help her up, but refused by 5-Eye. Right now we have Katrina Guerin with a restart out here deep. 1 minute and 35 seconds left, Joey. Cleared out goes right to Lamberton again. Cougars putting some pressure on. Kelsey, the senior, trying to do something with the ball, can't do it. Gets knocked down, no call.
Trip on Kelsey.
They're going to call a trip on Kelsey. Right here, PHS is going to wisely take their time, set the ball up. Here goes about 10 seconds that they're wisely using. For younger players, if you want to look at that, that's a wise use of the clock.
Sure is.
Goes out 5-Eye. 5-Eye trying to keep it in bounds. Goes off 5-Eye. It's going to be another throw-in for the Hornets. Coach Tim Mulligan subbing people in and out now. We have less than a minute left. We have 53 seconds left. Cougars trying to fight for that last goal. Rush with the ball. Rush tries to center it. Headed back in by PHS. Number 12, Grimshaw, tries to get it over to 21, Ebersol. Goes over to PHS, the defender there. Kicked back in by PHS. 7, Lamberton, tough play on the far side, goes off her, and it's going to be another throw-in for the Hornets. Joey, I don't know what to say. I feel bad for the Cougars.
They had their chances.
They had several chances to win this game, especially in the first half. Right here is, we got about 10 seconds left, so you know what? They left it on the field. Had these young ladies for the Cougars played like this second half, instead of waiting for the last 5 minutes, it probably would have been a different game. But hats off to the PHS Hornets. Came out, they had a 1-0 deficit, came out early in the second half, got 2 quick goals, sat in that lead. Oh, they were nice goals. All 3 goals were nice goals.
Yes, they were.
And you got to give the Hornets credit. They were down, and they came out, scored 2 quick goals in the second half to get this league, hang on to the lead, and a 2-1 victory for this would be the third time they won the section?
I think so.
The third time the PHS Hornets have won the section, and
Tim Mulligan.
Congratulations to Coach Tim Mulligan and his players for pulling this victory out here on the George Brendler Field.
Congratulations to Josie Gilroy for getting to the finals.
Great.
They weren't the second seed.
They were not. They did a great job. These young ladies fighting for this. It's for these seniors. It's their last game, and it is one for the books. So they will remember this because it was a good one. But you know, the blowing chances by the Cougars in the first half were the difference in this game, Joey.
Yeah,
I feel it was.
I agree. The Cougars, I thought, dominated. Not say dominated, but definitely had the better chances.
Yeah, they did.
They hit the crossbar. The goalie Schultz came up big for him on a couple occasions. The Cougars could have been 2-3-0 at the half.
Yes, it should have been.
And they didn't. And the second half, PHS came out. They were a little flat for the first 3 or 4 minutes. They definitely controlled the second half with 2 beautiful goals. And then, you know, the final 5 or 6 minutes, the Cougars picked it up a notch where they probably should have been in the middle part of that second half, but it was just a little bit too late, and the Hornets win the championship.
Yeah, so you know, it's a great game fought here at Shazy at the George Brendler Field. Today's date is November 6, 2009.
Oh, they're going to do the champ. They're going to give the
Oh, they are? Oh, yeah.
presentation.
Oh, that's right, too. They do the awards. It's Keith Rains, the coach for the Ausable Valley Patriots. He's the Section 7 girls representative. Offering the trophy to number 7. That is Carter for the Sarah Carter for the PHS Hornets. Congratulations to the PHS girls. They will go on to the regionals. They will play either Section 10, I believe, or Section 2. That's I think it's going to be matching up this year. I think Section 10 plays Section 2. Yeah.
And then the winner comes. Well, actually, they're going to go down to Section 10.
They're going away this year because last year I remember that sloppy game they played here in the slop in the George Brendler Field. But congratulations to the PHS Hornets girls. They are the Section 7 Class B champions for 2009.
And one final thought, guys. JV coach Vicki McMillan was here helping out Tim Mulligan. You won't see her around next year. She's the volleyball coach. So next fall she'll be in the gymnasium coaching volleyball. And pay attention to both rosters here and watch the volleyball season and see how many of these juniors and sophomores might be playing volleyball next year instead of being on a soccer field.
Why is the season or the
next fall?
They're at the same time.
CVAC volleyball season is in the fall.
Oh, why they do that?
That's because that's where everybody else in the state is playing it in the fall. If you want to have a chance to go to a state championship, you got to play it when everybody else is. Right now, there's only 3 or 4 sections that play in the winter, so they have a little regional get-together, but there's no chance for a state championship. So this will allow somebody from the area to vie for that. So pay attention to the juniors and seniors, for juniors and sophomores on the team, and maybe next year some of these soccer players might not be back here for volleyball season.
And they got a little thing going with Brian Norcross rolling the field, and they got a song saying that my tractor is sexy. So Coach McAuliffe is giving a shot to the athletic director Brian Norcross out there. I don't know if Brian's aware of it, but my tractor is sexy with Brian Norcross on the John Deere rolling the field on the far side here. So Rob wanted to make sure we knew that. So I'm Joey Trombley along with Joe Poisson. Good job on the play-by-play second half, my man.
Hey.
Calvin on the camera. That's the way it was in beautiful downtown Shazy.
All right.